Hi there, it's Jeanette from my home studio in the UK, Far Forest Ceramics. Totally different sort of video for you today. I'm actually going to try to use a microphone for the first time. So before I start talking too much, this is my normal voice recording on my mobile phone, which is about 1.5 meters away from me. So I'm going to pause you and I'm going to put on my microphone and see if you can see much difference. So I am hoping now that you can hear a considerable difference. Fingers crossed. I've got my mic on and it is actually, I can show you, it's the tiniest little dot. It's got magnets on the back. You can also attach it onto a lanyard underneath your clothes, over your clothes. You can attach a clip to it that you can clip on the side of your clothes or actually on your cap, for example. You can have 2 microphones for 2 people at the same time. It does like 110 meters away receiver, 30 hours of battery life, all sorts of fancy stuff. But there's a reason why I actually decided to go for a microphone. I've been thinking about it for a while. And my concern has been, I don't want to do a load of additional editing. So I thought if I record with a microphone, I've then got to use software to actually align the voice with the video recording, which I didn't really want to do. But I received some feedback a week ago from a lady, and it was constructive feedback. Yes, it did make me for about 15 seconds think, that's hurt my feelings a bit. But then immediately I thought, do you know what? She's got a point. And I really, really appreciated the feedback. Let me just read that feedback to you to see what your thoughts are. So it's from somebody with the handle SusieBot. I don't know her name. So thank you, whoever you are, for sending me this message in such a kind way. She said, "Hi there, I appreciate your content, but I wanted to give you some small feedback since I've noticed myself shy away from your videos, even though I love what you do. The audio quality is so low that I have to raise the volume on my headphones, but then as soon as the ads come on, it blasts into my ears." Now, I realised after reading it, and I played back my own videos, that does happen. And then I also realise it's happening when I'm watching other people's videos, quite a few, where I have to turn the volume up really loud when somebody's not using a mic. And then when the ads come on, it blares like crazy. My husband comes in saying, "Will you turn that TV down?" So I wasn't as conscious of it as I am now. I've been made aware of it. And then when I hear somebody who's wearing a microphone and it's crystal clear and it's just normal volume, but crystal clear, I started to realise what a difference it made to the quality of video. So thank you so much for that feedback. So then I decided to do some research, thinking, come on, Jeanette, you can do this, even if you have to do the editing. But I found some kit that you can use, and it's called Plug and Play. So literally you plug, I don't think I've got a spare one with me, but there's a little tiny, 1-inch square oblong piece that you plug into the side of your mobile phone or a camera or an iPad, and a USB-A or a USB-C connection, or even the wire camera cable. Any of those 3 connections, it'll work on a device, and that plugs into your device, and then the magnet is the other part of the device. That is it. It literally, instead of using the microphone that is on your camera, laptop, or whatever it is you're using, it will use this microphone and automatically sync it. So when I play back this recording, it's already got this layer of the microphone over the top. I was blown away, and I'm hoping that you can hear me a lot better on this than what it was without. It is, I'll put the details in the description of what I've purchased. It comes in its own little charging box, which is fantastic. This is not a paid promotion. Nobody has asked me to do this video. I just thought there's so many of us potters that potentially are not into all the editing and the IT savvy stuff, but would like a plug and play option, and this might be something that helps them. I don't know if you're the same as me, but I don't like these big microphones, or these ones that people actually hold and they talk into a floating mic that they hold in their hands. I just don't get that. I just want it discreet out the way, as if I'm not wearing it. And this is black on my green top. I don't think you can see it that much. It's very discreet, which is what I like. I'll put the link to my Amazon storefront down below, because I bought these from Amazon. In UK sterling, I think they were £85, which is some brilliant bit of kit. You can get a lot cheaper, but the cheaper ones, they're big, they're chunky, and they're not as versatile as this. I believe I can also use it on my GoPro, because that's got a connection that works. I don't know if it's USB-A or C connection, that can work as well. But What I'm interested to know is if I use some of my tools that have got noise as well. At the moment, I'm having to try and edit those out or reduce the volume of those. On this, there's a small app that comes with it if you want to use it, you don't have to, that you can amend the sound slightly so you can have a husky voice, a clearer voice, a brighter voice, a lighter voice. I don't even know. I'm not even going down that route. There's also those mufflers that can go on the top. So if you go outside, it muffles, takes the muffler away from the wind. So I'm thinking like when I'm at a market and you've got the wind blowing through, I want to, at my next market, take some footage. So then I'll be able to put this on. There's little buttons on them where you can turn them off. You can mute them. There's a volume button on them. It's like I've got to learn how to use them, but I can plug and play instantly. So I wanted to try a few devices and see. So there's a setting that can block out some background noise, 4 levels, low, medium, aggressive, and then a custom where you can scale it up. So I've just put it on the custom at the highest level, and I'm just going to put some of my devices on and see how much it drowns out the sound. So one of them is my air pen that I use. So I'm going to put that on. And what I've realised after doing a few tests is that until I start talking over it, it doesn't actually try to mute out the sound. So this should be muting out that sound quite considerably. I can't tell as I'm doing this practice test now, but fingers crossed, if I stop talking, it might start to come louder. I'll see when I play this back what it's like. Now let's try something else. So I have got a fan that I've been using in the background here, and I'm going to put it on full blast, and you might hear it when it starts up, and then what I've noticed, it starts to fade out. Is that when I start talking, or does it just actually block it out because it recognises it's not a voice? Let me try. And now if I start talking, is that when it starts to take the sound down? It's actually quite loud here when I haven't got the microphone on. It's considerably loud. I wonder what that's like. Should we try something else? What about my air gun? Let's try that. I'll turn it on, I'll wait a few seconds, and then I'll start talking. So if I start talking now, does that actually start to fade out that sound? Or is it still just as loud? I have no idea. I'm just doing some tests so I know for future. So I have no idea if any of those muffled sounds worked or whether you can hear them too loud. I can play around with the settings, but yeah, I just wanted to share it with you. So I'm going to do a kiln opening and I'm going to use the mic for the first time. Please, if you have any feedback, constructive feedback, I really would appreciate it. Have I got the setting too high on the volume? Because it is hard when you're listening to your own footage to try and be constructive and try and listen out for things like that. I wear my heart on my sleeve. My emotions are very obvious in my kiln openings, but also I am quite sensitive. So I was very hesitant to come onto YouTube 3 years ago because there are some people who are very unkind and I won't cope very well with that. So this was a really kind message I got with constructive feedback, and it's really helped me try to improve my channel and grow my channel. So thank you for that constructive feedback. I'd absolutely appreciate. Just let's keep being kind to each other, because I think we've got a very precious community here, and I feel very privileged to be a part of it. So yeah, hopefully my next video will have a bit better quality on the sound. So take care. See you again soon. Bye bye.